Yeah, honestly, I would just put a couple more creatures in because this is gonna be a. I mean, you could do some cost reducers, I guess. You could also do some protection for your creatures. Do some. I think there's a ley line that makes it so your creatures can't be countered. Ley line of. Ley line.
Yeah.
The only time I really have to worry about stuff being counter though is when I play with Vlad.
Ooh, roaming throne is good.
Yeah.
I'd put roaming throne in. Yeah, and then.
This guy's cute.
Like, I've got noise suppression
Aw, look at
on,
him.
but that doesn't mean you.
Yeah, cat. Kitty. You could also put anger in.
So,
but it's
by
not cat.
means of recap while Braden's here, or not here,
I put him during turn instead of.
Oh, you're fine.
I went too slow.
Yeah, perfect.
And then he turns into a pig.
Yep.
So, for the sake of recap, you all,
Question of the day.
what is the question of the day? And we really haven't, and let's do, we should also, we haven't like introduced or like done characters in a while, so we should do that too. Like who your character be.
Okay, well, we need to think of a question. Favorite Subway sandwich? What do you get at Subway? What's your
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Subway.
Or your favorite sandwich shop doesn't have to be Subway because some people don't like Subway.
Because Subway's
Is
not
this the
good.
camera? That's the
Subway's
camera.
amazing.
Subway,
Yes,
I'm
for you,
sorry,
that
I'm
is
a
the
Subway
camera.
hater.
Subway's the worst sandwich shop.
It is, genuinely.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is the best,
Jersey Mike's.
and but even better than Jersey Mike's is usually a local place.
I mean, yeah, but
Obviously.
that's like.
Yeah.
If we're talking strictly chains, though.
Yeah, strictly
Shame.
chain, Jersey Mike's the best sandwich place.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking,
Yeah, I'm biased because that's
Jersey
the
Mike.
Yeah, that's my big part too. Is
So
the
I'm
gluten-free
like,
bread.
I can't have anything else unless I want them to get it.
There's
Like, at Subway, they can turn it into a salad.
But
But like, their chopped salad used to be really
What
good.
place has a gluten-free bun?
Jersey
Jersey
Mike's.
Oh.
And they wipe everything down for you.
I yeah.
Oh,
I've
is there
never-
gluten-free bread's like another $5?
Yeah.
Which
They're
Really?
really good. I really like those.
They do have.
I like the
gluten-free
company
bread.
that they buy
I think
from.
it's Scooties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
that's
have
good.
gluten-free bread.
But Subway used to have a really good like chopped salad where they would turn a sandwich into a salad and chop it up and then like
Oh.
you can get like they had a whole bunch of dressing options, but then they like stopped doing that.
dressing.
Like
I was gonna say
stopped
Jersey
doing,
Mike's.
like,
You can
chopped
also
salads.
turn it
They
into a
would
Ah.
salad.
turn it into salad. Like,
Because my mom's diabetic, so she always gets it as a salad.
Mm.
yeah, so Jersey Mike's is the way to go.
I love Jersey Mike's.
I love their sandwiches.
Jersey Mike's.
Traditionally, growing up,
Now I want to just
a meatball sub with extra cheese would have been my way to go. More recently, lately, with healthy things and stuff, for sure.
Ty. That's who our number one fan.
Ty,
Actually,
tell
we-
us
Actually,
your sandwich.
to be honest, frankly, Noella at this point has probably watched more of my
Noella,
YouTube
that's always
channel
your
than
favorite
anyone else,
sandwich.
except for who isn't one of my students.
Okay, Noella, this question's for you. I'm
What's
not
your
talking-
favorite sandwich?
What's your favorite Subway sandwich?
Yeah.
favorite Subway sandwich or any chain restaurant.
And your social security information.
That's also true.
What's yours?
My social security.
No, your
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
wow.
That's what I was.
Impressive.
Dang, that's good.
Yeah.
No, your order.
So I don't order Jersey. Oh, if I go to Jersey
Anything.
Mike's,
Any sandwich.
it's just a
This is
classic
gonna
Italian.
take a lot of
Okay.
time to really
A classic Italian.
Okay. What are you, Justin? I need to know all this information.
Usually,
Breakfast?
usually the whatever like veggie they have.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll get
Well, I want to know.
It is a Italian bread with it's their meatball sub on Italian bread. Add bacon, shredded and
We're just starting out with a question. Don't judge us.
Question of the day.
I'm not trying to judge. That's something.
Liars.
it is okay, shredded and provolone,
If you don't get provolone on a.
toasted.
You have to answer in the chat. They asked you a question.
Only no veggies or
Okay.
anything. But add salt.
no. I guess
You
you put
don't put
veggies
veggies on a
yeah,
meatball.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I was just I forgot that it was meatball.
Yeah.
I forgot
I
it was
get a turkey and
meatball.
provolone done mixed with.
Enough to make it here.
So,
That's right. I also forgot you don't eat vegetables.
with that, Braden's on camera eating like a good foodie.
Muffin.
It really is an
I don't
awkward
like
face
the way
in
you're
the best
looking
way.
at the camera.
Okay. For the sake
I
for
think
the
I
sake of
might pluck my
recap.
eyeballs out.
So
Um,
that way you can-
I don't ever want to see that again.
Yes, that. Okay. When last we met, you all had just finished wrangling the rhino beetles. The good Duke was in the process of animal handling like a pro.
Goldman is dead. R.I.P. Goldman.
He,
Actually, don't
since
he's
Max's
Goldman.
ankle was sad last week and he couldn't be here and we missed him, we let him fly around on his beetle the entire time. And every now and then it was like, or something like some, like, I'd like some, or whatever it was, you know.
You're also
So
It would have been nice for you to know how you died.
that happened periodically as we just had you.
Okay.
So you missed Telk and Treb, who were kind of these frog boy ranchers that were ranching, who had basically treating the rhino
about
beetles
them.
like cows.
We barely spent any time on them.
And then
Tiny doors in there.
yeah, so those are the ones you helped out. They took you to, oh gosh, where did her name go? Seriously, Greg,
Frog
you're
Boy.
the worst. Ruby.
Yeah, Frog
Yeah.
I have my notes.
Thank you. What do your notes say?
Okay, so I had 4 bullet points, but that's all I really needed. So we got taken to Ruby, his little one. She has 6 eyes and she is hot.
Real?
To Giblet. I was gonna say,
I rolled. Okay, I did this purely out of my own curiosity. I rolled out like a d10 to see like what out of 10 was like her, and I think it was like a 7 out of 10, which is pretty like average, good looking for Giblet.
I was gonna say that's above average, right?
Yeah.
It's like 5
This is
would
what
be
I get
average.
for.
Well, 5 would be, yeah, true. 5 would be average. Just like above average, but it's not like.
I don't know. I guess I don't know the relative scale.
Anyway,
Does
so-
anyone fall below 5?
I don't know. I gotta roll for that.
Yeah.
Goldman maybe.
That's true.
But anyway, so
I think he's
Ruby
making some
we wanted information about and everything, but she's like, we gotta talk over tea. And apparently in this culture, there's like a whole ritual with the teas about like, like one's for company, 2's for business.
What? Is that the order?
Yeah, no, it's 2 for company.
It follows a saying: 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go.
Yeah.
Was what that was building toward, but it wasn't revealed till the very end, I guess.
She like drinks
I don't
them,
know
and then I have 8 hours advantage on con saves because of the tea. And I think that's
We all got teleported.
Yeah, we all
Somehow
got
you got
teleported.
teleported without
Yeah.
drinking the tea.
yeah, you got teleported for some reason.
Some spells work off obvious
Vibes.
intent of user, and
Vibes.
Vibes.
And then you got teleported.
I was secretly hoping that it would teleport him far away, but
No.
Oh.
Stuck with that.
And so you all did find out about, and this is the location you were teleported toward, that there is a bit of a rivalry between, or some sort of tension between
well, they
the.
killed the
Oh right, because we're at the Shadow Kai like hideout.
yeah,
thing
the
where
Shadow
that's
Cat
where we are.
killed a frog, right?
Yeah.
So yes, you guys. So the 2 frog boy ranchers
We got
took
really
you
hung up
over
on
to
the frog
Ruby,
boy
who
thing.
is one of the
Why
frog
did Mike also the frog boy?
families of this frog village.
Okay.
There are multiple families, and it
was
has
hitting on the frog.
the way she talks. It's basically like a mob meets rancher area, and the frog people have tension with the Shatter Kai.
Right?
The Shatter Kai did kill one of the
Because I
big
specifically noted
family
that,
members.
frog
You
boy.
missed
One of her family, I think.
That's right. How did you?
Oh, that was. Oh, that was like it was like it was like it was equivalent to your eyes are really beautiful. It was like
Yeah, it wasn't even like a.
it was
It wasn't even like a come
suboptimal.
here often. Like it was straight up just like give me tea.
It was like, hey, beautiful, can I get some more tea?
I
And
only wanted more tea.
Where's Vegeta up there? Is that Vegeta?
Maybe.
Sorry.
Looks like
I
it
guess-
has the.
There's also the world mimic, but that's been there a while.
Yeah.
oh
But
yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
and then he was like, well, I don't have to flirt with Meadow. We
Yeah.
were all like,
Yeah, he's like, I'm done with that. I don't need my flirting skills. It's something along the lines. But I told him to go watch my videos on pickup lines and essay writing. He'll get better at both. But
You really have a video on
that's how I teach the essay. It's like if you're good at essays, watch this video. You'll get good at essays and better at dating. If you're good at dating but bad at essays, watch this video. You'll get better at dating.
That's
If
what
you're
I
bad
was
at
gonna
both,
ask.
mutually beneficial.
Oh, so I
Yeah,
get double the benefit.
so I give dating advice and pickup line advice based on essay principles and rhetorical principles, and vice versa.
See, I just worry that I'll get.
Or just friend making. If you just want to make friends, it can be platonic, but the principles still apply.
I just
All
worry I'll
right.
get bored
But anyway, so that I think that recaps either all of the actual game or the things that happened around the game. So you all learned about the bitsmouth, which has a bar of bismuth that acts like a bridge. It is an opening into the underground of some kind. It's a large opening, and you all, I think, ended by jumping into it, or did we decide to wait?
I think we waited.
Okay. So she mentioned that the bitsmouth, as she calls it, is where the
See, it was
cookie.
meant to come out in a bag.
I was more confused about why you had a cookie in the first place because you did not mention it. And all of a
Slide, slippery slide.
Oh.
It was smooth. It was frictionless. So yeah.
I will say Subway does have good cookies.
I've
Yeah.
never had a Subway
Yeah,
cookie.
it's pretty
I
good.
haven't had a Subway cookie in like 10 years, but I remember liking them as a
I've
kid.
never had one.
Yeah, they're tasty.
Bad.
They're on par or above Costco cookies, especially warmed.
What?
You're saying it's better the double chocolate cookie?
Well,
See, but I'm not like a huge. Like I like
Insomnia
cookies,
cookies
but
are the best cookies.
Insomnia?
I went there
Insomnia.
sometime, like when I
They-
went to ASU.
Yeah, they're like at ASU. And they're open super late. And
Oh, I have
Really
heard of
good.
them actually.
Too
they
sweet.
have a gluten and vegan one that's really good though. Well, you know what?
so with that, you all
are you
are at the
staring at me?
bitsmouth, as they call it around these parts. And you look deep into this, and the
Aw.
I think they're still on cookies, dog.
I know. I feel bad. I honestly feel bad interrupting it because cookies.
That's what I took away from it. 'Cause I bet it loves me.
That is the best conversation then. So you all are looking down into what is an even darker abyss compared to the regular shadow fringe. It is a pit, a deep hole, and there's a bridge of bismuth that kind of stretches across this. But it's dark down there.
How far can we see if we have dark vision?
How far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
Half normal dark vision for some reason.
Yes, I'm good, man. Whoa. I don't remember how to do my Goldman voice.
Oh God, they.
What joke? Yeah.
There it is.
I'm here now. What's going on?
Oh, we also got temp HP because of it.
Because of the
Because of
tea.
the tea.
I did not drink.
So,
tea.
anyone? I think it was anyone who had
All of the.
all rounds. Yes.
Yeah, see, I didn't have all rounds. I only had the last round.
Oh yeah, I had 60. I have 60.
Yeah. Sorry, man. You got no tea.
I can't drink it anyway.
That's.
I don't see I could get the benefits.
I mean, you've eaten in other circumstances. I
I
thought,
don't
but
think I mean, I have. I don't think I get the benefits of it though.
you're a pleasure eater.
Yeah.
It's a weird way to say it. All right. But yeah, so you're standing there. There is a large, irregularly edged opening that is not completely circular and has an irregular, seemingly natural bridge of bismuth across the center, like it's the red bar on the Ghostbusters symbol, but rougher. I forgot all my maps, so theater of the mind, because I'm
No, it's
just
fine.
yeah, we're good. We're cool with that.
One of you should climb down.
What do you mean?
I mean, are we not here to go into the hole? I don't really know what's going on. I've been flying around on my beat.
Yes, we're aware.
And your beetle has imprinted on you. If I didn't say so, yeah.
My bad.
But he's not here right now.
He's outside. I haven't parked outside of the cave. We're in the cave, right?
You're not in the cave. You're on the edge.
Do you
Living on the edge.
Do I want to climb down?
well, I don't think I should go first.
Well, straws.
I mean,
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah.
suppose I could open the house.
I have dark
Sneak around.
I think we all have. I think
I
this
think we
entire
all-
party has dark vision. Yeah.
Except Donald.
He's not here.
He's not here.
Yeah, he did get teleported. He's just standing there, I guess.
Towards the draw.
He's in his like T-pose, like idle animation.
Put a rope down for me.
No, I'll go.
Why don't we all just go?
That probably makes more sense. You're right. But who goes down first though?
And 3. And I'll be 7.
I feel like I can go down first because I'm short enough that you can also see.
Okay, you go first.
So it's like double.
You want to go second?
Yeah.
I want to go third. You can go last.
You know such a shrinking
Oh, no, that's
place
not
after you walk.
I mean, if you'd like, you could just jump down there now.
The whole hole, just to be clear, is about 120 feet across. I realized I hadn't set a max dimension here,
Pretty big hole.
or a Braden dimension, or a Meadow dimension for that matter.
Yeah.
Max.
I
I'm
like
sorry.
Max Dimension more.
That's,
Jackie
that's actually really.
Dimension.
Jackie's immeasurable.
I think after bashing away at the wall.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't either. I assumed it'd be good, but
Good.
I was trying. I
Yeah,
swear.
I mean, I so that I don't know if it's good or bad. It sounds like it should be good,
It sounds like it should.
but I don't.
I would never mean it in a bad way.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, it sounds like it should be good. I think it's just that there's no way to like quantify what that means. So that's why I can't tell
Yeah.
if it's good or bad.
Well, most immeasurable qualities are positive, I think. I guess, I mean, I'm hypothesizing. What do we see? Oh, it should be noted that everybody did have to share a song before the teleportation in the
We
last round
chose
of
the little
tea,
Einstein's opening.
because that was the only one everybody
You
knew.
don't?
Religiously watched that show. I don't think I remember it.
You don't remember the opening? Fake fan. Fake fan.
The
Oh,
show in,
wow.
I don't know, 15 years.
The stamp.
Okay, so yes, zooming through the sky, little Einsteins.
My memory is still like other things.
With that, was someone was climbing down?
You remember
We're all
those
going
things
in
pretty
a
well,
line.
though.
Okay. Are you doing anything with equipment
Yeah.
to prepare for the climb, or are you just kind of hand over
I
hands?
think you're giving more details than I do.
And that's for the whole table, I guess. Are you going hand over hand climbing down, or are you? Does anyone have like climbing equipment, pythons,
I mean,
things
am I
like
gonna have
that?
to make strength checks if I just climb down?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall down. Maybe I should have gone first so I don't take everybody else down with me.
I have
I don't have
I
any.
have
50 feet
rope.
of pendant rope.
I also have rope. That's it.
All right. Would you like to try and do anything with it?
I don't even have a rope.
You should.
No.
What did you use your rope
I used
on?
my rope on something.
Yeah,
I also.
so we can only see like 30 feet down.
Yeah.
We should probably tie all of the ropes together first, just in
Okay.
case.
I'll give you my 50 feet of rope.
I'm probably most dexterous, so I'll tie the ropes. Do I need to roll to tie the ropes together?
Stone on the ground, right?
Make an investigation check. This is the shadow fringe.
Do you want
Natural.
He's looking around, and you're kind of overwhelmed by the amount of dark that it just doesn't feel normal dark. Did both of you get nat
I
ones?
have a plus 12 though.
But you still both got nat ones. But still, I gotcha. Yeah. So
Even if I see a rock, I'm not telling
Bunch
you.
like plus nothing.
I'm just gonna tie the ropes together.
there is there's not a rock, but there is a aged and decrepit. That's the wrong word. What's like it's like the dead wood, and it looks like the kind you would get on the beach, like flotsam, like where it's driftwood. Yeah. So, but it's like a trunk in the ground.
Is it soft?
No,
Perfect.
it's firm. You can't see it. You couldn't see it. He could, because you're 3. But yeah, so you see a trunk that you think is gonna work to tie things to.
Drop it down and see how long
Yep,
it
that
takes.
was my thoughts exactly.
Wait, so it's in the ground, like a tree trunk that.
Oh, I thought I was gonna like pick it up and drop it to see
Oh,
how
yeah.
far it falls.
No, this is a trunk in the ground that you can use to tie
I'm
to.
not looking for a rock to tie you. I'm literally looking for like a stone like this big.
There's something you can drop down the. Actually,
Do it for corn.
yeah, well, there's something you can drop down the hole.
Okay, that's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna take a little handheld stone and just count how many seconds till I hear it at the bottom.
How many seconds?
Yes.
Just isn't like a second.
3.
30 seconds. It's not too bad.
So it's kind of like after 2 seconds, it seems to go tink tink, and then it takes to 3 or 4 before it fully stops.
Sorry,
That was me.
I forgot I have a pack to open.
I also
Oh.
have a pack to open.
I think I do as
Okay,
well.
I'm gonna tie the rope. I'll open my pack later.
This is Pokemon game number 2.
Yeah, do I need to roll anything to tie the ropes?
Yes, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry, my investigation wasn't 13, it was 22. Because the lowest I can roll is a 10, if I forgot. Sleight of hand,
It was still the only thing wrong.
19.
19 on the sleight of hand. Cool. Seems secure.
Alright.
Cool. And did you get that was for the to the trunk and together for 2
Yeah,
coils
to
of
the
rope, so you got 100 feet of rope.
I think I tied 3 of them together.
Yeah.
For up to 50.
I got you. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Are we gonna tie it?
Okay. As you all start traveling, make a perception check as you head into the
We're heading down.
hand over hand.
And we don't have to make any strength checks or anything.
You get to make a strength check with athletics check with advantage
Okay.
because of the rope
I'll take that. I like advantage.
and the teamwork. It's a group check.
Oh, it's a group check.
It'll be a group check. Everybody making athletics with advantage.
We're doing athletics, is that what we're doing?
15.
Mine is the same no matter what.
30 points.
30, 22.
Hey, that is a nat 20, but I have a -1, so it's 19.
Yes. Altogether, you all do a great job continuing to move down the rope. No major issues here. And then I did ask for perception as you got to about the 30-foot mark.
5. I don't see shit.
Okay. Okay.
Nat 20.
What was yours, Max?
25.
4.
Okay.
Woman's plate.
So you two kind of are really having to focus on the hand-over-hand work.
makes
These two have a bit more strength, and they're kind of able to breathe through it and look around. You all see the edges of the darkness seem to dissipate slightly, like it's not quite intense as you continue to travel down, and there is something that reflects the tiniest glimmer, sparkle of light from somewhere toward the center of the bridge.
Yeah, it's hard.
I wanna go there.
Not rush over there.
So it's still pretty dark, but your dark vision goes the full length after 60 total feet. So you see that it's starting to dim on. It's easier to see the deeper you go. As you continue to go hand over hand, you get to about 100 feet before it seems to want to start turning. Or curving like a dome a little bit. And what's the biggest dark vision anybody has? Farthest dark vision?
60 feet.
60? Okay. At the very periphery of your dark vision, there appears to be an onyx column, statue, something. It seems to be basically at the center of whatever this is, but it is like you're barely seeing little pieces of it at the very edge of your sight. As the cave wall begins to kind of curve, you're still needing to go hand over hand, but that's about 100 feet down.
Do I see any like squiggly aura things anywhere? Like I have more of that actually.
Dang, I forgot. I didn't
I
think
don't
about
remember the
that.
distance on that. I think that's 120, right? Or do I have 100? It's more than my dark vision, I know that.
It's probably 120 feet or 150 feet,
Something like that.
because that sounds like something I would have said 4, 5, 6 months ago.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's somewhere in the hundreds. I just don't know if it's 100, 120, or what. I think it's 100.
I think it's 100 because there were some spells that were only good up like the 120 mark. There was a reason I wanted it to
I
be
have to get
less
20
than one.
feet. Yeah.
I didn't want it to be too perfect, too good. What was that? You checking your Pokemon cards or something
We need to become friends.
on this Poke game?
Yeah. We're gonna become friends.
How close are we to the? Like, I can only make out the vague outline of it, right?
Yeah, and you guys are still having to climb. There's something at the edge of your. It's kind of like there's some sort of stone structure. It's hard to see. There's something there. As far as shimmers, you would see. Oh, it's so faint. It's hard to tell, but it's just because of things. But you do see. You see a thin line of light green.
Light green. I definitely remember what that is. Ooh, celestial.
Do you say it out loud? Or do you keep it to yourself?
There's something down there. Maybe celestial.
Is it the shiny thing?
Dice.
Explain.
Is there anything down there?
No, not that. No, it's further.
It's further.
I think. Further? Greg, is it further? Greg, does it seem further than the statue in the center?
It seems to be resonant with the statue.
Oh, okay.
And actually, yeah. I'll leave it there. DMs don't need dice. I don't know what you're talking about.
You add me? Okay, I have not got it yet, but I'll get it at some point. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think we should be careful though. It's potentially celestial.
Go sneak over and look around.
Are we at the floor right
Don't
now?
get smoked.
You were about 100. You were about 100 feet down. So, do you guys want to keep going down the rope until it curves?
Yeah.
Don't get smoked.
And we want to keep going down the road because we're still
I guess we'd have to.
yeah. So
I could.
Unless you have some sort of spell or something.
Dude,
I mean, you have
I think
Eldritch
you could
Blast
actually
that could
do
just
that.
blow this thing to smithereens, right?
Grab onto the. Grab on.
did you both turn towards me?
I don't know.
It's like you're all in a line, and it's like. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I go
Oh,
investigate first.
Go.
I have no clue where that went. It's gone. Yeah, that D20's gone.
Okay,
It's a very round
bye.
one, so it probably rolled. Red. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't think you should climb down us. I think you'll fall.
Recline.
I think you'll fall.
Very dexterous.
So you're at 100 feet. You got about 40 more feet
I
of
think we
rope
just all
left.
climb down and
Yeah.
be careful.
Do 40 more feet.
Oh, but we barely had enough room.
All right.
Down stealthily.
We barely had enough
Okay.
room.
So if I roll a stealth check.
What? What do you mean we have 60 feet to jump?
Wait, how much?
No, we have 40 feet to the ground.
So it has
40 feet to the, no, I thought we were
40 feet to the end of your rope.
Yeah.
It had started to curve at 100, but it's still like very steep.
Oh, hopefully we'll reach the
So
ground
you
before
kind of
we-
have at 140 feet, you've got like a slope like this.
Okay.
Oh no.
Um,
I'm gonna break something.
so if you are going to let go of the rope, I
No.
need a dexterity check to make sure you can keep your footing.
No.
And just slide down.
At 140?
If you're going to try and hold your place, make an athletics check. If you want to try and slide down, you can do a dexterity. If you're going to slide down, that's a dexterity saving throw, I think.
What's your bonus right now?
No, it's just a dexterity check.
Well,
Just
yeah.
kidding.
Check.
No saving
Mine's
throws.
only the saving throws.
So this is just it's just a check because it's not something you weren't prepared for. It's not like
Do I
a.
get? Do we still get the?
I'm better at athletics.
Do we get the advantage on the athletics still?
Is that it's neither of these are saving throws. They're just checks.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but we had
for
advantage on the
climbing.
athletics the first time.
That was because of the rope.
Are we not still on the rope?
Well, if you're getting off the rope, and maintaining your position.
And we are. We're fully climbing the.
I thought you were trying to get all the way.
If you
Using the room to.
so they're at a okay.
I don't think we're.
You traveled up to 100, and then you said you wanted to go all the way to the bottom of the rope. If you go all the way, that's 140 feet. That's all the rope you have.
And we're still not at like a.
You are at this. You like the rope hits there.
Okay.
What did you say for athletics?
I said
Like either athletics.
if you're not gonna just kind of ski down,
Okay.
then you need an athletics check to stay and maintain footing.
I guess
Okay.
I'm
If you're gonna try and ski down, it's a dexterity check.
my
If you're
dex
gonna
is slightly
hold, it's an
better.
athletics check.
Okay.
'Cause-
Did an athletics.
Oh hell yeah!
I was
30,
totally gonna
20.
try to ski down, but I'm gonna keep my back roll.
What's the final?
30-20 on dex.
Okay, and you're doing the like snowboarding style or skiing
no,
style.
I think Oz is trying to like scoot down. Oz is not dexterous
Like at school with
normally.
the fire, with the like school bus, so like where you have to jump off the
Yeah,
school
yeah,
bus
yeah.
and you're like, okay, sit on the edge and do a little push.
Yeah, I think Oz is trying to. Oz is not like Oz doesn't look cool about it.
Okay.
Oz is trying not to die.
Okay, so and what is
I'm doing athletics.
Giblets? So you're just trying to like, I'm gonna get off the rope and I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna
Yeah.
assess the situation.
Yes.
And then
I got an 18 on that.
and these two are gonna try and slalom.
Surfing down. I got
Okay.
a 14.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try to surf down with an 8.
Can I surf down using him after he falls down?
I'm just shimmying down.
And you're gonna, yeah.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
rolled dexterity.
Yes, that's fine.
So, but
No, that's good. I like
Oz
it.
doesn't look cool.
So
everybody
this-
knows Oz doesn't look cool.
Okay, so Giblet watches as these three head down, and at one point will they will get absorbed out of your line of vision.
When do we get to see him fall?
So, hold on, I'm trying to think of how this.
You're in front of me, right?
Yes.
Sick. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
When do we get to see him fall?
So,
right, you're behind
so with all the confidence that Mike Ale possesses, right character, good. It's been a bit, I realized. With all the confidence that Mike Ale possesses, he leaps off the rope and begins to do like Ninja Turtle style. And along the way, slips, falls down onto one knee, is hitting a bunch of like rockier shards. So roll 2d12 for the damage on your legs. It's like you're not gonna, with an 8, you're not gonna go head over heels like avalanche style.
First one goes my temporary hit points.
Okay.
Second one is an 8.
Okay, so you
Wow, you rolled pretty
take that. As that happens, if the good Duke wants to, he could kind of use him like a bobsledding team, where you kind of he's kind of going knee first and like it's kind of like that. Yeah, with a 14, that's enough. Meanwhile, you're kind of steadily sliding down, you know, like an 8-year-old on a cardboard box. I don't
We're
know.
doing like extreme Tony Hawk sports.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that looks awful.
We do a kickflip off of.
Why would anyone want to do that? As you all kind of get closer and closer to what appears to be, your vision kind of goes forward, opening up to the bottom of whatever this is. And this kind of the ground is slightly rocky and pebbly and sandy, but it also has these sharp moments of shale that kind of jut out, which is what is damaging his knees so badly.
Can I still see giblets like aura?
I'm trying to no, because you guys are gonna go another 120 feet before you stop, and you're not. It's gonna
Oh, no,
So
that's not good.
Giblet at one point they pass outside your 60-foot range.
At that point, do I
And-
hear anything?
You can keep hearing the scraping and oh, actually no, I said it was no, yeah, that's right. Ultimately, they're going to slide down about 120 feet from where you are, and you're going to hear a as all of them kind of come to stop, some of them more violently than others, at what appears to be a large carved statue at the base of a large column. And the statue is probably a 20 to 30 feet tall bit of rock. As you look at it, Oz is going to see that light green, along with kind of interwoven with a hint of yellow, especially at the base here where this statue is. As you look, this is basically a 30-foot tall gargoyle-esque raven. Yes.
Can I use sending to Oz?
Yes.
And that's 25 words, right?
Mhm.
Okay. You guys left my line of sight. Is it safe to come down? I am alone and scared.
Okay. I don't have to use sending to respond because I can just point in your direction and use message.
You also get a response.
Yeah, but I can communicate in more than 25 words if I. All right. I'll use sending. I'll use the.
You could do both.
You use the spell. I'll use the sending.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Said straight to
I
the
also
You're in a different campaign. Move to a
cannot
different table.
see
Slip into the enemy's body.
you,
So hard to
Giblet.
We would do an Ant-Man style.
It seems safe enough.
Your electron,
But
your proton.
It is very hard.
Okay.
There are rocks.
Those of you on the
Lots
dance
of
floor,
rocks.
the Duchess is up next.
This is odd.
Okay. With that, I'll probably come down. Let me see if I have anything to act as like a little cushion.
I can catch you again like I did that one time.
I know, but I want to see if I have anything that will work as like a sled kind of thing.
Oh, that's
I have
smart.
a shield.
Oh,
I have a shield.
What are the other people doing?
yeah.
As a thing.
Yeah, that's good.
I will let you choose between athletics and dexterity, which check you want to do as you come down.
Athletics is better. for
Okay.
me.
All right.
You athletically use the sled.
This is 11.
With the shield, barely enough. But because you can sit down on it like a little, like those little round, or like a
How much
garbage
noise does this
top.
make?
All of this has been fairly noisy, whether it was his armor and stuff getting
That's
whacked
right, I
and
forgot.
thumped
You were
and
just
chopped
clanking
and
down the.
Both like
yeah. So none of it's been particularly quiet except for those moments you tried to whisper while still on the rope. So
Oz is probably
all of you, like, it didn't seem quite so loud when he was right next to you, but now that you hear a Giblet coming down the hillside at high speed, there is definitely like, wow, like there's this echoing that's happening.
There goes the element of surprise.
And as Giblet kind of slides down, it's pretty steep. So you get to the bottom and you're going pretty fast. But the way the sculpture, the way this, it kind of it's got enough of a slope where you kind of go up and then down. Yeah. So like half pipe style, like it's the Winter Olympics. Yes. But as you do that, this. What did I say a minute ago? I said 2030. This 25-foot sculpted raven, the eyes alight with a purplish glow.
Can I roll a like history check to identify like if I know what culture kind of made this?
Okay.
22.
With a 22, ravens, crows, certain types of birds, especially ravens, are definitely associated with the Raven Queen. That's now the second thing with the Shatter Kai. Even though you've heard that these Shatter Kai seem to be a little bit off or different than with little, just barely. But yeah,
Is there
kind of rolls in that. And
structure other than the statue?
The statue is the base of a large column that seems to go to the middle of that bismuth bridge up at the top.
And then I already forgot. The celestial glow, that's the raven.
So you see this thin green line in the whole column, which you imagine is what you saw up there. And now that you're down here, it merges or weaves together with a bit of yellow
Okay, gotcha.
for this base.
I know the column is weird.
With your 22, you do get, so yes, Raven Queen.
Okay, so you know how I said
A
that was
version
gonna be
of this
down
is
here?
also like the size of it, like this is probably seems to be some sort of gatekeeper based on,
Should I try communicating?
yeah.
Well,
Should I try communicating with the column?
I don't know about this, but the big old raven seems to be some sort of gate. I've read about Jericho.
Should I try communicating?
It might ask us like riddles 3. That could be fun.
I am going to use my really cool, I don't have it written down because this isn't on the character sheet. Where's my actual, there's my character sheet. Like, why is this not right? Okay, yeah, how close am I to the raven?
You guys are kind of like, it's up right in front, like over you, the way you've come down this mountain.
I need a foot, I need a feet. How far is it feet wise?
Like the whole,
Am I within 30 feet?
yes,
Good.
like
Okay.
the whole thing's 25. And you guys are at its like
Okay.
claw sculpted or carved feet.
I'm gonna add it and use my warlock skill to communicate with it. We don't have to share a language, but it does have to have a language in order
Okay.
for us to communicate telepathically. It does not. It does have to be willing, if I remember correctly. So it can choose not to respond.
Okay.
And then I guess I can read its mind if that doesn't work. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try communicating with it first before we jump to reading its mind.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say hi. Do I get anything back?
And you say you're using which spell? Or which
So this
effect?
is just my like warlock ability to telepathically communicate as a great old
All right.
warlock. So telepathically communicate with a creature in my line of sight.
Okay.
They don't have to respond or anything.
Gotcha.
And and they don't have to speak. We don't have to share a language, but we do have to. They do have to have a language.
Okay.
So if they don't have a language.
When you say hi, the head of the creature tilts down and
Okay.
made of stone. The head of the creature tilts down and kind of cocks its head to the side. The purple, what you can see now, gemstone eyes peering at Oz.
What's the guy's considered like child-sized among the pixies?
How big is child-sized?
So
Should I try asking it something?
Like,
1 foot.
okay, how
There seems to be some sort of gatekeeper. Ask it to open up.
Where's the, okay. Can you
Yeah, that's
Do not.
the size. You're
can you open the gate?
like that is
Open the path.
broken ass thing.
Can you open the gate, the path?
I don't know. I don't know. I was told
Wait, is to correct path or something?
Yeah, where do we need to go? I don't know. What am I? They didn't give me very clear questions to ask this guy, so I'm just going with what they said.
But you guys are like talking out loud all at the same time down below this
Yeah, because I was
thing.
asking like, what should I
Okay.
try and telepathically communicate to it? I'm not gonna ask it a knock knock joke.
Is that you're supposed to shrink when you need the caterpillar, you shrink down to be smaller than the caterpillar.
Sorry. Okay.
It doesn't have to respond.
It's going to. I'm
Okay.
just trying to formulate it as clearly.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, Tana's gonna get like nailed.
The voice
smoke going along with
The creature turns. Its lower beak, it takes a moment for it to, it almost like it's warming up its jaw. Like it's been like some. If you wake up, you got a stiff jaw, or like your tongue's feeling numb, or something like that. It kind of has that moment where it's taking it a moment to clearly it's going to be trying to speak as it warms up its gullet. Its stone tongue moving around, licking the edge of its lower beak. Shadow bird guards the entrance here.
Does it say this aloud?
Yes,
Okay,
all of
great.
you can hear this. Strange fair you all are. But that last bit is like a deep resonant sound as opposed to like the tiny thing that a little parrot might do.
Okay, come speak of that. You all say this. The shadow cat. I don't. What will we decide? We were gonna try and find a shadow cat to interrogate you, and then we go from there. You're not gonna aid the frogs in their blood feud, probably, because that seems not our problem.
No gates here,
Where?
just paths.
Oh,
What lies at the end of the paths?
Harbingers of entropy.
is there a path we should take?
Always must be traveled. All must lead to decay.
Is this a riddle?
I think it's. We're trying to kill him. It was the
Death is only one end. There are 4 essences,
Oh,
and there are 4 decays.
Which one is not death?
Life.
Then which one is life? Which path leads to life?
One of them.
Which one?
It changes.
Which one is it now?
How should I know?
You know the path.
can we all go down the same path?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
This is a very echoey, deep voice that I'm struggling to really portray here, for the record. This is a 25-foot, like, stone-based voice.
Because we're at school.
Well, there were 4 paths. I'm just saying. That's what I was gonna say. I think that was a normal
Entropy is
path.
ENTROPY.
Well, I guess that technically gives us the best. That technically gives us the best chance because 3 of us will die that way, and 1 of us will make it to the
Thermal
end.
energy.
What?
Well, no, because
Getting science stuff.
I thought only 3.
What did you get for entropy?
one of them.
The measure of a system
Okay, so 1 of us will for sure die.
temperature that
No, I think one of us
That's-
is
available for doing useful work.
Okay,
Not that
so
entropy.
should we?
I figured.
It's
split up
not
then? Is that a good idea?
it's not chemistry, physics. Well, it's more like the law of entropy.
Yeah, because if we all, that's maybe better.
Well,
Because if we all
try and do it in
before we
game.
get
How
to
about that?
death, then
And
all
I'll
4 of
I'll
us
put it in game for you.
die.
What we would do is go down one path.
Then only 1 of us could potentially die.
Yeah.
Maybe. They all lead.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather
One
not.
of you may die.
I think if I end up on the desk, I'll find a way to obviously.
We could like, can't you like use messaging or something to be like, hey,
You all talk
Yeah, I
way
can
more than
potentially
those
send a
I
message to
usually
her.
see. The pointy-eared ones.
Pointy ears.
Like, I was I was gonna say like that one.
Pointy ears.
And which path do they go?
Yeah, actually, I think all of he doesn't have.
All of them.
You have pointy ears. Sorry.
But they
Yeah, they're slightly pointed.
they bring their sacrifices.
To the
Though
paths.
that's not the best word.
To the paths.
Ah,
Do they put their sacrifices in the path?
something like that.
I see.
What kind of sacrifices do they bring?
Rules number 1.
Representations of the essences or decays. There are 4 essences and 4 decays.
Split the party. This is a good opportunity for us to split the party.
Y'all
Do we know the name of the Shredder guy?
No,
We're looking
that's
for?
what we have to find out. That's why we have to interrogate one.
And
That's why we
he
need one.
recently killed some villagers.
No, we don't know that it's the same shadow guy.
City
Same
council.
No, that's
Yeah.
the one
The one that we
That's the
want
one
killed
we're
the counselor or whatever.
the crop people.
There was
Yeah.
a leader of
I said we would-
Ruby's family,
Yeah.
like the second-hand man
I
of
said we would
her.
try and
family
investigate that,
leader.
but we didn't promise or any results or anything. We said we would try.
That's what she
Like
said.
within.
I don't remember if she said,
I don't know.
but she did say they hold a grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I said. We would potentially find out information, but we're not necessarily going to aid them in their blood feud.
Yeah.
That's not our problem.
Well,
We have
you
exactly
know
one mission.
Yeah.
How recent it was. We could just say, show us the path of the most recent person. We can-
But they.
The paths changed.
Yeah.
He already said they changed.
Well, I don't know. It could have not changed since then. I don't know. I feel.
Which path would you take?
Ooh.
All of them.
All right. I guess we have to split. There's 4 paths, right?
You're supposed to be like that one right there.
There's 4 paths.
So the bird said.
We should just walk.
Split the party.
Split the party.
Yeah.
So the bird mentions 4 paths, 4 essences, and 4 decays.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 4 of us. That's perfect.
Okay.
Do it.
As you look around, it looks like the bottom of a dome with the bird in the middle.
Can you show us the paths? We'd like to take the path.
They're anchored to the 4 essences: life, light, logic, and love.
I'm taking logic.
Why do you get logic?
And the harbingers of
a wizard.
entropy lead to decays of each of these.
I can't.
You don't know light?
No.
You came down here and didn't know the gate code?
Sorry, I missed all this funny.
That's it said you came down here and didn't know the gate code.
Greg, I go to neighborhoods all the time.
I just assumed someone will let me in. You just hit enough buttons, right?
Okay. So what do we need? Do we need like cast spells or something? Okay. So it was light.
Life,
Light,
light, logic,
great.
and love.
Okay.
So light, could we just cast like
I don't have any.
like shiny lights or
Okay.
something?
Hold on. Let me double check.
Goldman should go down light.
Not fun.
Because
Ours
he's
would go
not
down
alive.
That feels like the opposite.
How is he going to do something with light?
You know that doctor scream?
Exactly.
What's up? Ancient guy
How about you have that one?
Okay. Okay. But how are we gonna get these essences and thing?
I don't know. We'll wing it.
just screaming.
We're
Great.
reading it right now.
Clean cantrip, that would be light.
I'm trying to find
The only problem is that we might need it for the other ones. Because I think you're the only one that can do anything with healing.
We should go down the life one.
I
Yeah.
have fairy fire. That's light.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
do that.
I'm going to cast fairy fire.
Where?
I guess on the statue. I think.
No, don't do it like
cast
in
it-
front of the statue.
Yeah, like on the-
Don't cast it on the statue. Do it in front of it so that way it sees it and doesn't get attacked or doesn't take it as fits.
What do you have to target for fairy fire?
It's just not
Is
not
it
fire,
harmless?
It's just
Or is
yeah,
it-
it's
okay.
harmless. It's,
Okay, it is harmless.
Each
Okay.
creature in a 20-foot cube range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light.
Okay.
Yeah. That's not-
Yeah, just do that.
Perfect. Yeah, cast it.
Should I cast it on the statue?
Yeah, if it's harmless.
If it's harmless.
I'm gonna cast fairy fire on the statue.
What level spell is fairy fire?
It's a first level.
Okay. On the statue, and you guys are right up on it.
Yeah.
So are you all in the range of this, or are you trying to cast without hitting your friends?
It's a 60 by 20 foot cube.
No!
Or it's a 20-foot cube.
Would you include
Oh, no, it's a
yourself?
20-foot cube.
Behind us, got through
I
it.
assume not.
No, I think I'd include myself.
Okay.
Ooh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Been alone for a very long time.
So we can like take a step back.
Yeah.
And it's any creature or object? Is that how that's?
Each object.
Each object. And-
Each object in the 20-foot cube with Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in
wearing
blue,
clothes.
green, or violet light.
Yeah, I was just trying to. I thought it was creatures and
Any
objects.
creature
But
in the
okay.
area when the spell is cast is also outlined as
That's
a failed.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. And you're gonna auto fail.
I'm just gonna choose the
Okay. So this the bird starts glowing. Which color?
I think violet.
Okay. You start glowing. And there's a coalescing of some of the energy off to what we'll call the west. Or like if you're looking down at the bird, facing it, it'd be to the west.
Declare your love for Red Monster, so I'm gonna head down my.
There's a little coalescing glow over there.
Have to be romantic.
That ceremony.
Okay, but we need you
I do
for.
have ceremony.
We need you for life, I think. 'Cause I think.
Because he has healing.
Oh, true. Both of you can heal.
Yeah.
Or we
Plus,
can
I'm
all.
actually damaged, so I'm gonna lay on hands myself.
Okay.
I was gonna say ceremony for love. We can all get married.
You just left
Plus
though.
2 AC.
I haven't left quite yet.
So you'd
Doesn't
be
we
logic.
also feel huh?
You'd be logic.
Yeah, I guess I could maybe do. I could cast like clairvoyance or something,
I already did light.
Oh, yeah.
or.
So, light, logic, love.
Actually, okay, that works.
I actually don't know. I mean, I guess like I could cast like any of my. Like I have like clairvoyance. I could cast.
Does it need to be a
I'm gonna
casting?
go ahead
spell? Could it, like,
and
it just be a
I don't know.
like light
lay on
with something
hands
simple.
myself and heal for 8, so I go up to full. And then
So you have three
kind of do the same thing into the statue of pour the divine energy into the
I'm gonna
statue.
run to the bathroom.
How
We
many?
get married. Be married too.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm gonna use 8 on myself. but
Is it that
still-
look in your eye? How many are you giving to the statue?
7.
to meet with the Duchess.
So wait, are we doing ceremony? I don't know ceremony.
I don't know. True. You're the
Just
only
because
one that
it
can
worked
done
in Nathan's campaign
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's gonna work.
I don't think ceremony is.
I don't know.
relevant.
It's worth
Oh, right,
trying.
You're doing low, right?
Um,
What are you gonna
Great,
do?
I could propose to the statue.
That I split my door.
So you're gonna get
I
married.
could get engaged to the statue.
Oh, that's true. You're not just like getting married, but you're. But is
Yeah.
that love though? You're just getting engaged.
I feel like if you're Serena, I
Pause for a second. So Brayden, you're putting how many points into the statue?
7
energy
points.
into Serena.
And 8 you're
That's
keeping
true.
for
It
yourself.
doesn't need to be
Okay.
romantic.
I mean, I have a full of 35.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
As you pump 7 points of vitality into yourself and this construct, you see almost a line of slow glow point behind the statue in a line and kind of coalesce, almost like theater lights in
I'm worried mine
kind of
isn't
rope
going to
light style.
work. Are you sure? Yeah, I guess you can go first.
And then it kind
Yeah,
of
you
fizzles at the end.
I have to go down now.
Yeah, 'cause I'm worried that
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm worried that
I put
after
my-
Oz just said that they're logical, that I forgot that Oz is not logical.
I love Serena.
That's also like, because like there's so many kinds
Also
of
the
that's a very like
impulsive.
platonic level.
Yeah, like I love Serena. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna save my 7th level spell just in case. Me too. Anybody?
Yes, please.
I'll do like I was thinking something.
So what are we doing?
I'm gonna put some into Serena
Okay.
because I love Serena, and I'm gonna I'm gonna use the energy to count. Like, because sometimes I'll just put it in just to be her, but this time it's like I really love and appreciate you and everything, and like that will be the energy that I'm putting. Of the spell.
Thanks.
Does that do anything to the?
You
statue?
swell.
'Cause I don't know how to do love. That's the thing.
Give the statue a little kiss.
I'll hug the statue too.
Um,
I feel like 20 feet in the air.
so you go to hug the carved leg claw of this oversized raven, and it still stays attached to the column, but is able to bend down, and it lays its neck next to you, like almost to wrap around, and then it pulls. It kind of pulls its head back a little bit, and it seems to be staring very intensely at you.
I'll bring out the ring.
Make a It's not deception. It's not performance.
That's all right.
What would sincerity fall under?
Charisma's just rich.
It's not. It's
What do
like
you-
it's like a sincerity, but it's
Persuasion.
not
This would be a
charisma
persuasion, I
based.
think.
I think persuasion.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Roll for persuasion.
Yeah.
What would be logic? How do we prove
Dirty
that?
20.
Okay.
Prove
Say some
logic.
fun facts.
Because you're going last, you can logically deduce that since the last three have been taken, the last one's for you. Logic.
But would
It's
Oz?
like
Some
I think it
like
would
that's
work.
some like bullshit like BBC Sherlock level logic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, obviously.
I beat it. That's how logic works right there.
Deductive reasoning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Clearly, the one that's left is the one that you have to take. Or Sherlock Holmes would say, "There's no reason why we should split this up." And any one person could
Yeah,
have
I
done
suppose
all
so.
of it, but it depends on what Oz would do. So Oz sees each of the three doing something.
Yes.
Oh, does that work? Just pack light up for Giblet? The persuasion.
You would not find them north,
Hard.
south,
You make a perception check.
his head. Mayhaps his head is special too. He is a walking corpse.
21.
Hard to see. Hard to tell.
Hard to tell out of 21.
Warps.
I'm bringing out the ring.
Are you gonna propose to
I'm gonna
the...
propose to the statue.
Is that love though?
I mean, it's an act of love.
In the land of damned.
Or obligation, depending on who you're talking to. I don't believe that. I'm just saying some people believe that.
Platonically get married.
I want to be there. I want to get married too.
You're
Am I still there?
I
Have
don't know.
left
Did
yet?
you leave
yeah,
or
we
not?
all didn't leave.
I mean, I suppose. Do you think it'll work? You'll have to do a really good job proposing to me. I have very high standards.
Do I have charm person or something?
Am
'Cause
I
that would work.
I don't think I'm immune to
What?
Check something.
He said the jet.
Because you'll know you've been charmed, but I feel like
I guess I could choose. I don't think I have immunity.
but that's not really. Oh, that is love. That is love.
We're good.
Baby, don't hurt me.
I had to make sure she still counted as humanoid and not goblinoid,
Oh yeah.
because ceremony specifies humanoid.
I always think that's stupid. The
What's love?
Okay, so what is Oz doing?
Well, I think I need
Putting magic on
to do something logical.
helping the statue.
Okay, so the other ones were really obvious. Casting a spell that created light opened it. Healing it opened.
The only one we love with logic that are about to.
I mean, revealed more. It would be more accurate to say revealed rather than opened,
Well, okay, yes.
just to be clear.
Yeah.
So the only thing though is that like logic and love are much more abstract. So I feel like it's a little bit more. I meant not necessarily. I suppose the other ones could be abstract, but they weren't. They were physical in this case. Just
Who made these puzzles?
what would be a logical thing to do? I mean, I could cast clairvoyance and leave a scrying eye here to watch over this area, so that way we know if anything enters this area after us. That would be logical, right?
Yeah.
I could planar bind the crow here so that it can't leave, but I don't think it can anyway.
That's not very nice. It kind of turns its head back over toward you.
It's not about niceness, though. It's about logic. It's the most reasonable thing to do in this situation.
Is it?
I don't think planar binding you is going to be the most logical. I do think leaving a scrying eye here is a good idea. And I think it's a logical choice to want to keep. And plus, then if one of you comes out of your path, I'll see it. I'll know.
You all are so entertaining with this
I'll
one.
go ahead and
Talk too much.
I'll go ahead and cast clairvoyance in sort of the like centerish, so I can see the. Because how big is this like area down here?
No, that's the reason why.
I believe
It's not exactly flat. It's kind of
Yeah.
sloped still.
I meant to say he favors.
I mean, it keeps going up until it gets sloped into the walls.
He loves.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
almost like
so-
a conical upside down pit, or dome, I mean, yeah, dome pit.
So I'm going to create an invisible sensor in like the middle of the room,
Okay,
and it can. I'm gonna choose seeing for now,
okay.
so I can see. I can see this area. I can.
And this is the like the seeing eye thing that happens with
Yeah,
like
it's-
when you scry.
It's kind of like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Except instead of like scrying someplace, like I can only do it within a mile range.
Yeah.
But in this case, I'm using it within like a 5-foot range,
Okay.
so that I can keep watch of this area
Okay.
while we're in the logical decision.
So,
Methinks.
Okay. So you take the time to cast clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance.
And the invisible kind of seeing thing,
If the crow thing can see invisibility, it can see the sensor.
which is why when it appears, the bird trains its beak and eye toward the seeing eye, and with a nat 20, he eats it.
So it can't be interacted with.
Eats it.
It can see it, but it can't be like interact. It doesn't move and it can't be interacted with. I suppose it could still.
So is it like an immovable rod?
I
It's
think
literally
just something that doesn't exist on this plane. And think of it more like the Eye of Sauron from like Lord of the Rings. It's not actually there, but in essence, it's there.
You can see it though if you can see invisibility or
Right.
have true sight.
So
But so it's literally you create an invisible sensor within a range at a location familiar to you, or you have visited or seen before.
okay,
which
it
in
can't
this
be
case-
interacted with, is what
Yeah,
you're saying. The language.
and then it says the sensor remains in place for the duration and it can't be attacked or otherwise interacted with. I
Okay.
can't even move it. The only thing I can do is use my action to swap between seeing and hearing.
Okay. So does it have substance or no?
I don't
Is
know.
it's visible but not physical? Okay.
Maybe.
So,
I mean, I guess it
so,
could still,
all
in
right.
theory, try and bite it.
Here's what we'll do.
Just try and.
Cat with laser toy style.
yeah.
The bird creature still staying anchored to the kind of column, but moving its body kind
Yeah.
of around it.
It'll make it so that I guess I can't use it.
And
for
it's like
seeing.
every time it does it, it like pulls back and it's like surprised that it doesn't have something in its mouth and it's still there.
You
Cat
can't-
with laser style.
Yeah, you can't eat that. It's intangible.
If a rock bird could sigh.
How does
Disappointment.
open anything?
Does it open anything?
Here.
Does it seem like it reveals any paths? Are paths revealed to me?
The
Actually, what am I doing? I'm just gonna walk around the room. I have Olivia, who has true sight within 10 feet.
the love path lights up with disappointment, with the disappointment of the bird.
The love path does?
Yeah.
Well, right, I suppose that works then.
So are you going down there?
I don't know. Did you open that or did I do that?
I don't know.
Which one of us opened that?
Logical person should be able to logically.
Which one of us opened that?
Are you asking the bird?
Yes.
Opened?
Which one of us revealed that
Reveal
path?
the path.
Both?
Shit.
There are 4 essences and 4 decays.
I don't get it. How did we both open it?
Or I did.
Okay. Okay, so we have 4.
So we have 3 right now.
We have 3.
We need logic.
We need logic.
How did that not open love? How did we both open love?
Actually, when the bird says, or I did, the light, there's a path that lights up kind of toward where you were standing, like toward the south equivalent for,
Logic.
I had them backwards, but yes, wherever logic is.
Okay.
So there are these little, it's almost like rope light paths to something in each direction,
Do you still
like a
want to
compass.
take?
I just want to make sure that we open the right one.
Yes. So do you want to still take love then?
Yes, I feel like out of love or logic, I am.
Well, the path probably doesn't have anything to actually do with that, but at least revealing it does.
Okay.
You may take love. I'll take love. Did you need to go to the bathroom?
No, I'm good.
The door's locked.
We can pause if
You kicked in and I don't have to use it anymore.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll take
all
that
right,
as a
then
compliment.
in that case, I guess we will all go our different paths.
I feel like we should set a time. Is there a way to keep track of time?
The light only goes about 20 to 25 feet in each direction, so you're not going far, if that's any encouragement. And it's literally
I
like
also
a
only-
spot of lights dotted in a
I
row.
only have 10 minutes on my clairvoyance, so when my clairvoyance ends, I'm gonna head back probably anyway.
Okay. Then you can just like something.
Yeah, I guess barring I'm able to. Hopefully, I'll be able to send. Wait, are we close to each other or far away from each? Are our paths opposite each other or?
So you have the bird in the middle attached to the column,
And then
and
which-
then the room itself kind of comes down into a reverse dome that you all are standing in around the bird. And on the ground in north, south, east, west are the 4 paths lit to about 20 to 25 feet.
It doesn't actually like open any like door or anything.
Yes, that's why the question of open came up.
So then, what are these leading
The
towards?
path was revealed.
Okay,
Which cardinal directions are each one paths?
It's supposed to be light, life, logic, and love.
Okay. Oh, ours are opposite each other. That might be. No, it'll be fine. No, logic and.
Life, light, logic,
Oh,
love.
okay. Ours are parallel, so we should be close enough to communicate with each other. You two are out of luck. Actually, wait. Who was? Which
Well, I
one
can
was?
always do sending too.
Huh?
I can always do sending.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah. I guess we're gonna try and follow our path and see if there's anything at the wall, right? Or at the slope.
Okay.
And is it
Good luck,
just-
guys.
Okay. You get to the end of your paths,
Yeah.
and how are you checking for anything? Are you
Well-
investigating? Are you perceiving? What
Well,
are
I
you
have
trying to do
true
here?
sight within 10 feet.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah. So within 10 feet, I have true sight.
Trying to remember. I haven't worked with True Sight in a bit, so I want to make sure I don't leave anything out.
Invisibility, I can see it.
Like True Seeing style.
Yeah, it's literally just I can see anything within 10 feet.
See things as they actually are.
Yes. Yeah, so I can also see, like, if somebody was disguised, I could see through the disguise. So I don't actually know how often Oz actually thinks he's disguised because whenever they're within 10 feet of each other, Oz is just like, yeah, that's golden.
Okay. You would see actually at the end of each of, at the end of each of your of these paths is a what appears to be a small, oversized coin of yellow light that doesn't appear to match the stuff around. It's kind of, you see it as with your special sight.
Touch it.
You know, it's you're like, it's glowing the same way people do and the statue does,
Okay.
but it's
Head towards it, I guess.
okay. So you've got this medallion of yellow light at the end of your path.
Okay, is it like shining down?
No,
Or is
it's
it literally glowing?
it's your sight. It's like when you look at
Okay.
people and you see colors for people, or when you looked at the column and saw a color for the column. It's like that. There's something here, but you can't. It doesn't.
But I can't interact with it.
Yeah.
And it's nothing tangible. Like I can't see anything. There's just light there.
It's glowing as if there's something
What
that
if
should be
What if I
there.
touch it?
You feel rocky, sandy ground.
Hey, you guys know the best thing is
Do any of do any of them see anything?
What are you guys doing?
I rolled a 18 for perception in my area.
Okay. As you go to perceive, and you were walking down the love side, right? Okay. With an 18, make a, because you're kind of staring intently at this area, right? Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Maybe I'm stupid for trying to. I'm too stupid for.
For logic.
Yeah. Can I take it back and take the love path?
23.
With a 23, you feel almost like a color, a prismatic spray effect where you're suddenly there's all these sensory light weaving things going on. And you start to see a story in shadow in front of you. But you're not negatively affected. You just see the story because you rolled high enough.
Okay.
So you feel this wave of nausea kind of come over you, and then you're like watching. And you watch as these shadows come to life and act out the drama of love found and lost. Basically, if you took like the first 5 minutes of the Up movie in shadow form, like that's what you see as you peer deeply into this area.
You just get to sit there and watch. You just get to sit there and watch.
You get the happy and the sad orchestra behind.
That's cute.
So how would Giblet?
Oz is stupid.
He's speaking to an actual fairy right now.
Like, can I like walk into it and like interact with it, or is it just like
How do you try and walk and interact with it?
The only thing I can think of is like Frozen.
Okay.
Where like the
Yeah.
visions are happening, and then like also like walks into it, and like she can see what's happening going on, but like
Okay.
kind of like, or in like Rise of the Guardians, where like Jack Frost is like
Mhm.
everybody walks through Jack Frost kind of.
Okay. So as you walk into this, there is overwhelming emotions of joy and sorrow as the characters their shadows pass through you, and then it goes on repeat one more time. So you see it, you kind of watch it play through, and then you walk into it, it plays through again. At the end of the second playthrough, the shadow characters reach out to grab your arms, as if to pull you in, as if you're now the love they're fighting over.
Oh, fun.
Do you resist?
I mean, logically, I would probably, but like Giblet would be like so happy in this moment. I feel like Giblet's like so far, Giblet didn't resist the storm and got Serena out of it. So I feel like Giblet wouldn't resist it and just kind of like go with it.
Okay. Giblet becomes restrained as two shadow people
That's objectively the worst person to die.
grab hold of your wrist and pull, and you get this kind of back and forth, almost Peter Pan in his shadow style, but just two shadows, and then it's like they're holding you imprisoned, or like shackled, but with shadowy people arms. So you've been restrained. Now you all, if you hear Giblet kind of walking into this and maybe respond, I don't know if Giblet would have responded with sounds while watching the kind of story play out. If you look over, there's this moment where if you were watching, it shifts, and it's almost like at the end of Stranger Things, where Max Lux, before she the character, before she starts floating up, where she kind of freezes and can't be interacted with, that's what Giblet's kind of frozen into this position with her arms out.
Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm looking at my
Okay.
medallion that I can't figure. My medallion of light that I can't figure out.
Yeah.
Golem's too unperceptive. He's investigating his.
Okay, investigation.
Oh, I had a 16 for perception.
Okay, so you're gonna peer into, and you had life. Okay. Okay.
24.
Okay. What was your perception? 16.
16.
Okay. As you peer in, you see what seems to be a small sprig of a plant, like a bean that's just sprouted 2 inches. And it's like, as you look, it seems to grow up to the 2 inches in front of you. With a 16, that's all you see.
Not scared of you.
And you had a 24 for investigation.
Yeah.
And I forget, do you have any special sights or anything?
Dark vision.
Okay.
I'm the sword cat.
What's the thing about speak with plants?
Nature. I am watchers.
Okay. As you look, there appears to be.
I love activations. That's my favorite too. Whenever I play a paladin, I play activations.
How do I describe this mechanism? The turning knob of an old oil lamp seems to be ever so slightly hidden behind, almost like 3 pebbles seem to be hiding this knob. And when you investigate, you pull off these petals, and there's this knob like an old oil lamp would have on the side.
Good twist it.
Okay.
Twist it on.
As you twist it on, all of you in a moment, except for Giblet, wouldn't. Well, Giblet's on the other side of the column, but the other 2 would be. No, that's not true. An overly bright flash happens in front of the good Duke. And it shocks your dark vision. Make a Constitution saving throw. While that's happening, so this bright light flashes.
I'm not close enough to you.
That's why I said no.
Oh, yeah. I got 14.
Okay, so about the same time that this happens, you had seen that plant. So it's just before the light goes off. What were you going to do with the, as far as seeing the plant goes?
I'm not gonna lick the plant.
Water it.
Yeah, I was gonna take my water canteen out and just put a little bit of water onto it. Not like a ton, because I know you can like drown plants in water. Like just enough. Like
A little sploosh.
well, not like a little sploosh, like
Like a normal amount of water to put on the plant.
Okay. Okay. Make a sleight of hand to see how carefully you can empty the water on.
just a straight +2.
What was your con save?
14.
Okay.
That'll be a 19 total.
I'm gonna like stick my head back to the table and go,
What am I thinking? Oh yeah. That's what it was.
I think Pink's mom is in the next room. What if I
We've been playing this since 2023.
Technically, because we started in the fall, near the end of the, like in the October or so. Yeah.
Stupid die was not on my 2024.
Sunbeam.
Oh, it was not gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're getting something.
Everybody roll a d6 for me, including Max.
Oh, I have to draw
Or I'm sorry, d8.
D8?
I got my numbers switched. I haven't rolled dice in so long.
Oh, thank
We
God.
cancel each other out.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
Oh, fuck.
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
That's 24 so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so 24 for you 4?
Yes, for all of us, because that's
Okay,
8.
and then I got 6 more than that.
Yeah.
So
30 damage.
Sunbeam goes off, and you take 30 damage. It's 30 radiant damage.
You take extra damage? Aren't you undead?
So the undead aren't really weak to radiant. It's the paladin thing. When I smite, I deal extra radiant
That's
damage.
true, yeah. It's specifically.
I think more.
I got a lot of like spells that did radiant damage, so did extra damage.
No. Almost
Maybe
nothing.
some divine ones, but
Yeah.
it's more specifically smite. That's why like the difference
That makes
like
sense.
paladins against undead.
Yeah.
It literally is just an extra damage.
Yeah.
I think undead should have I mean, there's not enough like creatures with weaknesses. Everyone has resistances to stuff. No one has weaknesses. Trolls, yeah, but that's like one out of like the 500 creatures.
Yeah, most
Funnily
creatures.
enough, we fought one in Dungeon Heist, Dragon Heist, and Dungeon of the Mage.
Yeah, they avoided the troll. And before they got to the second floor. They're nearing the end of the second. Depending on where they go. Yeah. Have you introduced
Playing game.
My bad. I'll pick up that mage.
Okay. So,
Yeah, but I can't figure out my land value.
what was your sleight of hand? Okay, so you produce a meaningful, like it feels like the right amount as this plant grows, and that triggers.
Let me do something before this. After watering it, I want to get down on my knees, down on my belly. I'm just gonna go like this and be like, "Hi, little plant."
Can we work together?
And that's it. And
Okay.
Then whatever happens, happens.
Huh. Okay.
If anybody knows the reference, please say it.
No, and then I can do it.
No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Let's just say
It's the original Puss in Boots with Humpty Dumpty. When Humpty Dumpty gets on the ground,
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen that like since
I've
it
seen
came
that
out.
like once.
so like they put the beans in, they water it. Little tiny sprout comes out like that tall. Like Mittens is just like, I don't know, talk to the plant. That's what I think gardeners do. So he just gets down, gets all the way down, just goes, hi little plant, and then it immediately erupts into the giant dog growing.
Maybe that's what happened here.
So, as you water it, that triggers it to grow as you speak to it and water it, and it basically triggers the awakened plant, spell, and the plant grows to about 18 inches tall, uproots and crawls towards you and crawls up on and sits on your shoulder like a plant pet.
Spider? Plant spider?
Huh?
Plant spider?
It might feel that way, the way the roots are doing it. And about that same time, a giant sunbeam flash of light from where Duke was happens. And then Duke, everything goes black.
He's dead.
I got flashbangs.
So
Send a message to
Oz,
Gil and be like,
yeah.
he's dead. Strange.
You said message?
No, I was joking. I was
Okay.
joking.
Well, okay, so these things are happening. What's happening where Oz is at?
Okay, so I touched it and I touched the ground. It's not shining down, it's literally glowing.
Yeah.
And
The same
there's
way you
nothing
identify
if I,
types of creatures.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
can't like touch through it or anything.
I mean, how hard do you try and press around?
I'm,
Are you
like-
going to do an investigation?
I guess, yeah. I'll
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out if there's something there and I really can't see it or something.
Okay, and you're at the logic spot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obscured, so that's
And-
advantage on.
Oz thinks they're logical.
Mm-hmm.
That's not necessarily. That's gonna be a 22.
Okay. As you're investigating, you're like, it's here, and you know where to focus, and you're trying to dig in, and at one point, you go and you reach your hand in, and something just encapsulates your hand. And there's a moment where and in your, yeah.
I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna try and grab it.
It is so, and then in your mind, you hear there are 4 essences and 4 decays. If you can if you can match the decays to the essences, I'll let you go.
What are the decays?
That's what you should be able to figure out.
What do you?
It's the opposite. It could be the opposite, like life and death.
None of you are there. This is Oz.
This is Goldman on her shoulder.
Oz could try and message somebody for could do a phone a friend.
Okay, so I have to figure out what the decays are.
Yeah,
Are they just the
that's what it
opposites?
seems to be. Is that what Oz thinks?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a logic person.
Yeah, you can watch one.
See, Oz thinks they're logical. But the first thing Oz did when they grabbed was to try and grab the thing back. So, okay.
Yes.
Well then, is the opposite of life death? Is that the decay?
Who are you asking?
The thing, the whatever the voice that I heard.
You hear it, you said is the opposite of life death.
Yeah.
You hear
the
almost,
decay.
you almost hear like a far off bell, ting, like a chime, like the ever so
Good?
quiet.
Like a good chime? Okay, well that sounds good. Okay, so we have light.
And the grip loosens on your hand.
Okay, the decay for light would be dark.
Because this is logic, I'm going to challenge you. Dark doesn't, when you say dark, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't,
What if it's a verb? What if it's not light like a noun? It's like lighting like a flame. What would be the opposite of snuff? Like snuffing out a flame.
That makes sense.
nothing.
Okay, I'll move on from that one. That's too esoteric for me. Then the decay for love would be hate. Nothing.
Common misconception.
Listen. All right. Well then, logic. I mean, logic is like reason generally. I'm gonna go ahead and use message.
Okay. Did you get? You only gave 3 out of the 4. Like guessed at 3 of them. Is that? But in 1 right and 2 wrong, or 2 not correct? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I assume I'm gonna get to.
Huh? Nice try.
Okay,
Oh, the correct one was
Wait, you're just gonna tell me? Wait.
was
so what-
life and death.
Oh.
No. Yeah, you got life and death right.
Yeah, that's the only one I got right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1 right and 2 wrong.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use message and actually, are they all within 100? Well, it's 120 feet, I think. Is everyone within 120 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, who do I think will be able to help me with this? I'm gonna message people. Yeah. Am I able to get? Okay, I'm gonna message Giblet. Hey, so I have a riddle, I guess, or it's like a puzzle or something. I can't figure it out. What would you? So the essence. Okay, let's see, I already guessed. I don't know. I actually don't know if you're. I don't know if you're able to.
Does message usually allow a response?
Does message allow a response?
I believe so. Yeah. Actually, no. Actually, I think I only communicate. I think you'll have to use a.
Sending.
Yeah.
Or just shout?
Or I just.
Oh,
Yeah, message is one way. I could actually, instead of using message, I'm gonna. Oh. But are you within 30 feet of me? Is Giblet within 30 feet of me?
Because we're on the like.
2020.
Yeah.
If this wasn't
Yeah,
trying
That
to-
should work.
Yeah,
That should
okay.
work.
We're using the
Trigonometrically, this should work.
It would be an equal.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah, but the angle could be different.
No, if it's like.
It's
a
90
cos,
degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 90-degree angle.
Isn't it the square root of 2 on a 45?
Well, no, it's
90?
not. We're not a. If it's a 45, 45, 90, the two have to be equal. So if we're both at 25, then this one has to be 25, right?
So we're.
It's a 90-degree angle on
yeah, so
one
it's a
and
90,
45's on the
45,
other.
45,
And that's
so it's-
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, so it's longer than
Yeah.
25. So actually, I don't know if we actually are within range then. Oh, I'm not within range.
Hold on, I'm checking.
It's 25.
It's.
25.
I'm gonna say it's
Square root of 50.
should be fine, but I'm gonna double check real fast.
50.
No, give me the answer.
About.
It's square root of 50.
It's a little.
That doesn't sound right.
No, wait, no, it's a squared plus b squared plus c squared. So
Yeah.
it's 20,
25.
How far away are you? No, yeah, it's 25 squared. So it's the square root of 2. No, that's 15. I can't. It's over 4.
swear.
I'm sorry.
I know. My rotation.
Unless you
I
already
think
have
it's not coming up fast.
it. Check with your calculator.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
They updated it. Oh, there it is. Calculator. Scientific. There you go.
Glad you're not helping with the
35.0.
shit.
I'll take it. You said it.
I'm trying to figure out math.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to do that.
Zero, but really calculator. Shit. we're
Good
not in
teamwork.
range. I
Did you say it has to be 30 or 35?
It's 30 for me to use my warlock skill. I can't actually contact anyone. I can only one-way send stuff.
Okay.
What would Goldman think?
That's not gonna help me.
Is it we're close enough to where if I scream, she'll hear me, right?
If you think that screaming works, like you were,
I
yes.
literally don't
Giblet
think I
would
could
say
just
yeah.
sit there and be like, what would Golden
So-
You
think?
could try messaging me. Just try
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send you a message and say, okay, so I have like a personal thing for mine, and you know, I thought I'd be able to figure it out, but I think I'm not able to figure it out. So basically, they were asking for the decay that's the opposite of the essence, the 4 essences that we got here, and I got that the opposite of like the decay for life is death. And then I tried to guess the decays for love and light and got both of those wrong. Turns out the decay for love is not hate and the decay for light is not dark. Or no, wait, no, I guessed twice on that one, didn't I? Because I guessed dark and stop.
You did guess that. Yeah. There's some metaphor
But then
going on.
I haven't guessed logic. What Giblet help.
No, because I imagine
I'm not gonna actually yell. Like, what's gonna yell back?
Yeah.
Yeah, except like the draw and everything. Like,
Try
it's kind of like one of those
love
your Halloween masks where if
and
you open up the mouth, you can see.
heartbreak.
Is
And
that the decay? I guess maybe.
And then
they're not opposites. Maybe they're
light and
yeah.
light and darkness. Or you could do light and extinguish.
I was gonna say you gotta be fucking kidding me if it's darkness and
If
not
it's darkness, I mean, that's where my brain would go because he's like, I'm gonna make you be more logical.
If it's
and,
that pedantic, I'm losing. If it's that pedantic, I'm going home.
that's good. That's yourself. Either that or extinguish.
I will accept 2 particular answers for the opposite of light. I will tell you this.
And
Okay, so then it's probably not. It's probably not darkness. Because if it was 2 particular answers, then dark.
Standing right next to the crib.
I feel like dark's too vague though.
She's sitting down like in a chair.
I don't know.
Or the wrong part of speech. Who knows? Who knows?
The dark is a noun as much as it is an adjective. Because you can be afraid of the dark.
Anyway, to me, darkness makes more sense. And then for logic, you can do like stupidity.
So everyone's hearing this conversation because
Yeah,
Meadows
you're shouting
Meadows
this.
like shouting this around the cave.
Also,
Everything is you are in darkness right now.
I'm
Can I still hear them?
I'm
Yes.
not sending message anymore. I'm just shouting like, what?
I'm restrained,
I'll help you in a minute. Let me figure this out.
And it hurts.
and it hurts.
You take Hold on, I
I
need to-
literally can't help you right now. I also I have a it's holding my wrist. I can't.
Can I get everyone to roll d6s? You take necrotic damage unless you
Hey,
are
everyone,
resistant.
want me to roll?
Yeah, everybody. It's between the 2 of them, it's 46s plus 4.
Smoke bomb the
3.
place and he stepped out.
So that's 14 plus 4 is you take 18 necrotic
Oh, that's
damage.
not bad.
And
To your face.
hold on, and your strength score
Uh-oh.
is reduced by 4.
Oh shit. Strength score.
Yeah.
Giblet, I'll help you when I'm free.
How much necrotic damage?
You took 18 damage.
When I'm
It's
free, I'll help
mine.
you as well.
All right.
Okay, my strength score is done by
A daughter.
4.
I drew us where we are.
God, I hope not.
I assume it's temporary.
I went from a
What zip
16
code do you
to a
live
12.
85233.
33?
Yeah. It's, I mean,
Probably still people delivering mail over there.
always, all hours. Not mail. Well, it comes at, that comes at noon.
From a 16 to a
USPS
12.
comes at noon. What?
I
Who?
went from a 16 to a 12.
Uh-huh.
Them's the breaks, kid.
As and as you,
Stronger than you are.
the two, you can tell that there's and part of the story, like there's clear animosity, and they're no longer fighting for your affection. They're fighting to for ownership and causing you pain.
Tell me the truth.
Like you can hear them. It's almost like you don't know what language they're speaking, but there's these imperceptible, like mine, no mine, no mine.
You can work this out, people. You can have a system.
Interesting.
I love giblets.
Every other week we trade on Wednesdays.
Or all of us can hang out.
All right, we're gonna go back to Max for a minute, because you guys had a conversation. Max is hearing some of that conversation and Giblet's cries of pain, and you are in darkness.
Almost kind of wandering around blind, arms outstretched, just like
How far do you wander?
not. Oh, I can't see. I thought this was gonna be easy. I thought we solved the puzzle.
Can you describe the
Live.
kind of creature?
Huh?
You know what Pokemon to name it after?
You don't even have
Weeping
eyes.
Bell. Ah, no. What's the what's the littlest bell? Bellsprout.
Yeah.
My jewels.
Like
How are you
Bellsprout.
blinded?
That's
But with a
gonna go.
okay. If you want to add some flowery dews, that's fine too.
No, Bellsprout works for me.
With a notable, it has a sheathed weapon that is about 6 inches long. It is a 6-inch long sheathed weapon of some
You
kind.
little plant guy.
It looks like an extremely intense thorn.
Oh, it's Bellsprout?
It's like Bellsprout. There might be a few more sprigs and things, but yeah.
Sword.
Yeah.
With the sword.
Bellsprout with a sheath and with a sheathed weapon. Basically like just the so you hear the good Duke shouting and Meta Oz shouting. I like it. And you're more mesmerized by the plant, like this thing.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the. I think you got the best deal.
I fully agree with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
You wanted logic. Imagine
Okay.
if you were in my position.
What do you got? So how far are you wandering?
Check out Bellsprout. Look at the blind man.
Like,
As you look over at him, you don't see him. You see a dome of darkness. Of magical darkness.
That's funny.
so you hear him going, you hear him like shouting from the.
now I don't have devil sight.
Yeah, I think I did.
Actually, did I?
I was
So-
blind, so I never took that aside.
And as you look,
Actually, yeah. You're talking bad about blind people.
as you look around, though, you do see. Oh, you wouldn't see Meadow. You would only see. So in one direction you see a dome of darkness. In the other direction, you can't see Oz. I'm sorry, you can't see Giblet, Braden, but you can see Oz, who seems to have their hand like embedded in the ground and like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So Max, what are you doing?
I'm trying to wander back to the wall, see if like, because the bird was talking about the caves as well. Opposite of light is darkness, so maybe the path is open now that I'm in darkness or something.
And that's a 15-foot radius. So as you were 20 feet away. As you get that last step toward the column, suddenly you can see your friends. It's like you step out of the dome of darkness.
That's great.
Good for you.
You're in substantial
I
pain.
am in screaming pain right now.
Is
Giblet, help me.
there like a path there now or something?
There's a dome of darkness still. where you're centered on where that thing was.
I'm gonna start working my way over to it.
Okay. Okay.
Let's do that.
Everything is changing sizes.
First things first. I can see she's not looking 100%.
No, it's like, yeah, like like slightly emaciated, grayed skin, complexion, gray green complexion.
I don't know what I can do about that, but how?
Can I see him?
No. You just see these. You just see these two.
Okay.
Braden, make a make your perception check just because it's dark.
Yeah, no,
Three.
All right, you see the outline of these shadow figures as they seem to be fighting over Giblet, and you hear these faint, like garbled words back and forth that you don't understand.
Giblet's so popular. They
Gonna
all,
die because
they all want Giblet.
Giblet gonna die.
Is the lamp still there?
Oh,
The lamp thingy?
It's in the Dome of Darkness over there, possibly. You'd have to go back in
I'm gonna go back.
or get rid of the darkness.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna make more guesses.
I'm gonna cast.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna
Okay.
cast Warding Wand
her eyes are so
on
like
Giblet.
squinty from 8.
That is a second level spell.
Okay, read the text for us because I don't remember that one.
This spell wards a willing creature, I'm assuming willing, you touch and creates a mystic connection between you and the target till the spell ends. While the target is within 60 feet of you, it gains a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws. It has resistance to damage. And each time it takes damage, I take the same amount of damage.
Why would you do that?
It's like you're splitting the damage.
Yeah, you split the
Yeah,
damage.
I'm giving you resistance to all damage.
Yeah, so you're gonna be taking
that's 'cause
half
you're-
damage, so he's taking the other half.
Spell ends if I drop to 0 or if we become separated more than 60 feet. So all we have to do to end the spell is walk away from each other.
Okay.
It also ends if the spell is cast again on either of the connected creatures. You can also dismiss the spell action. So basically, I can't stack it.
Okay.
There is
Gotcha,
no
gotcha.
concentration on this.
Interesting. All right.
No, you're willing.
Okay. So that warding bond, if you accept it, you feel. Where would you touch Giblets to
But I can I
on the head? Yeah.
would I know that this is him?
You sense the man.
You did pass your wisdom save, even though you let them, like you didn't resist. You passed the original wisdom save, so you can't see, but you can hear.
I can't see, but I can hear. You say anything?
I'm helping you.
Okay, and then back to Oz.
Okay, well, I got some advice from Giblet. I don't know that I fully agree with all of it, but
It doesn't hurt to try.
exactly. All right, I have another guess then for love. The decay is heartbreak.
So what are we gonna do about this?
Nothing happens.
Shit. Okay, what? Alright, fine. Is the decay for like darker? Going home.
Come on.
Going home.
Come on. You're doing the logic puzzle. I had to go with the. You didn't say the dark. You just said dark. I'm sorry. I know. But it's a logic puzzle. It doesn't.
Well, at least I get unlimited guesses, it seems.
Maybe.
There doesn't seem to be any consequences.
So far.
Okay, so I have
It's maintaining suspense.
So now I need logic and what?
Logic and love. You have not guessed logic yet.
No, you said stupidity, but that doesn't sound right. I guess I'll guess it anyway. Is the decay for logic stupidity?
Yes.
What? Oh.
What was that?
Naivete. Yeah.
Naive. Like
Let me check.
super logic.
I have to determine if this isn't if it was one I didn't think about.
Are you going to the source.com?
No, I just.
So glad that might be
It's more like I want to just double check the definition of stupidity, and not just go off of my English major brain.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Wait, what did you say?
There's a kitty on my Twitter feed.
Yeah, I said kitty.
Right.
I mean, I try not to look at people's phones while I'm in front of you, but there's a cat. I have to acknowledge the cat.
Well, it all started with.
Did I win? Am I winning? Guys, I think I'm winning.
Are you winning D&D?
I think I'm winning D&D. I've guessed all of them correctly. I should have gotten dark correctly.
That is the best question.
I should have gotten dark correctly.
Are you winning? Did you win?
I'm sorry. I would have also taken Shadow.
You take shadow, but not dark.
I would not take Shadow because there's still like.
Exactly. You need light for shadows.
I feel like that's not quite
Need
it.
life or death.
You know what? Make a persuasion check for Oz. Oz is gonna make a persuasion check for stupidity because it's kind of right on. It's not quite what I'm looking for, but I don't want to say.
Oz also doesn't believe that this is the answer.
Deception check then. Do deception.
No, okay. Actually, of course, a deception. I'm about the same, actually. That's a 14.
I was gonna have it be a 15. It's just really hard.
Would have been an 18 if I had done
You know
persuasion.
what? You hear. Okay. When the other two bells went off, the grip on your hand loosened. You hear almost like an off chime, and the grip doesn't change. It's like close but not quite.
Okay. Okay, so I have two of them. I can't get logic and love.
Started method acting.
It's also the same ones that we struggled to unlock the path for.
It's almost like these are struggles in life too. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hate.
Okay.
That, I don't know that.
It'd be toxic.
You can love someone even after they're dead.
toxic.
Toxicity.
Like, that's destroy our love.
Well, if it's what is the
Are you still shouting?
what is the opposite of love?
Can I make like a?
Pain.
And I will say that Giblet's experiences might be oriented to it, but pain isn't by itself.
Huh?
Pain, you said pain?
No, it's a hate again.
Oh, hate. Yeah, we said that hate is not the opposite of love. In the same way that anger is not the opposite of love.
I didn't guess. Testing.
I know. I'm just saying they're more.
Guys, how about just I have a great axe.
I don't know.
Just stick it up.
I'm gonna message.
Like weakness.
Not the plate.
I'm gonna.
So what is? While you guys talk.
Well, I was actually gonna shoot Goldman. In my
Okay.
Yeah.
You've heard this conversation go on as you stumbled in the
I'm
dark.
gonna shoot Goldman a message and say, I can't figure out my puzzle. What is the?
Sorry.
I'm gonna shoot a message.
Sorry,
to
sorry.
him.
That's really far.
You already said the Duke.
Okay, I can't figure out what the decay for love and logic would be. I've already guessed. Yes, yes.
He says from the column, right?
It's the most obvious one. That should be the answer, but it's not. I already guessed hate and heartbreak for love, and I guess stupidity for logic, which I didn't really do that one either, so I kind of figured that one would be. But Giblet suggested it, and I figured I'd use it.
Right.
No, I didn't.
I mean, it's worth a try.
I guess it would be illogical, but that can't be right. That's not right. Goldman, come up with another answer.
Are you saying this out loud or are you messaging?
Message.
Okay.
I think he's shouting that.
Yeah, I'm shouting, I suppose.
Okay, so you shouted, have you tried illogic?
Yes.
All right, when he shouts illogic, you hear like the spelling bee voice say, could you provide an example?
No, because it's stupid.
Puzzle was illogical.
No, because it's stupid. Actually works.
What?
So it releases one more time. You hear an on-key chime.
Goldman, your idiocy is working. It's the opposite.
Excuse me.
That's why it works.
Yeah. I told them that your answer was stupid and it worked. Give me another stupid answer for anyone for love.
Have you tried hate?
Yes, I will keep track of that.
Oh.
I don't think it's hateful.
That's another.
This is really like, what does it mean to love somebody, right?
Ask for scritches.
Well, actually, you hear as you guys talk, the bird says what I just said, like, what does it mean to love somebody?
Am I hearing all this?
Yeah, all of it. Well, you don't hear what Oz is saying, except for like the last bit about no. That's stupid.
I mean,
I'd be like judging.
you can still judge something that you love. Yeah.
I know, but like
I judge people I love all the time.
I know.
Okay, yeah, you're hearing discussion. Like, Giblet has shouted out some answers. Now Duke is in. Exactly. Yeah, that's part of it. Like but
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to pick up context. Like they're mentioning decays and throwing out.
Myself and intelligence.
I like it. Intelligence or wisdom, whichever you like.
That's an A.
Ooh, not very wise.
I'll let
Maybe-
you
Maybe
decide.
we don't need your.
No, A's not good enough.
Okay.
Suffer.
You're too distracted by what clearly are these shadow creatures yanking Giblet's arms back and forth, almost Attila the Hun style. It looks like it's, and you can see like, and life, almost like you can sense the life energy being pulled toward these shadows. And they're actually getting bigger and stronger by taking from her.
I don't get why it was the answer though. Because he literally said justify it, and I said no because it's stupid, and then it worked.
I don't get the defining string up.
Yeah, so that's why I don't understand.
There was a darkness vision issue thing at the very top of the
What would be
So you wouldn't necessarily see the sky, but also the shadow fringe is
not
pretty
big, it's not.
gray, like doldrum. What's up?
It is obviously the answer.
How do you do that?
I'll be like, Serena, is there any way you can help me right now? I'm not doing too good.
I'm gonna
And
send a message. Can you ask Serena if she can help me as well?
I feel, you seem weaker. They seem to be being really mean. They were nice at first. Now they only want things for themselves. They're not. It's
Oh my god, I figured out the answer. I figured out the answer. We figured out the answer at the same time.
I don't need a
That makes
yeah.
makes
On the
so
shadow.
much more sense now. Now that I think about it.
that is very
Yeah, that's actually
Okay.
really obvious now that I think about it.
Okay. He's gonna cast Moonbeam. Roll some dice and tell me what the damage is. What's happening over here?
Cool. Well, see, the problem is that I know what the answer is as a player from listening to you
Ah.
communicate as Serena.
But Giblet yelled out.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did yell out that they're selfish, and I was just like, that's it.
Ping, and then your hand gets released. Yes, and
the answer.
Selfish. Selfishness.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say logic.
Whoa.
so
I win. What do I get?
well, so as you hear that last ping, you hear them in sequence again, like playing a scale up, and a lighted pathway connects from where you were at the logic over. It circles around, and it's almost like you've got an ellipse, like an eyeball. It's not touching life, it's not touching love. It's jumping around the column and going into the orb of darkness, and seems to be in both directions, coming back. So there's currently like an ellipse between logic and light. But love and life have not been fully activated yet.
We won.
Oh, like that's
No.
No.
But
Because
you're
the
casting
ellipse, that
Moonbeam.
means we won.
nonsense.
I think.
On them.
I think you won. What did you do?
Fun affects the bar. I have no idea until now. If they fail,
Yes, I figured out all of my own.
if they're
From anyone else.
they lose the polymorph.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, right? That's something. Interesting.
You said it was a con save?
Yes.
Resistances. What kind of damage is this?
Radiant. DC
I think I only got one on my.
Oh, they got an 18. Do they take half?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's just the one? How many?
9 damage halved. Like you half it.
No. Oh, I see. That would be 4. Okay. Okay. As you hit one of these shadow creatures with your moonbeam and cause damage, your little sprig friend, seeing it as an enemy now that you've attacked it, will run off your arm, leap, pull out its sheathed thorn, and you can see at the tip of the thorn is a red and black glow, and it stabs at the shadow, and the shadow bursts into nothingness.
Go, Bellsprout.
The ellipse moves to include light now that death has happened.
I thought it already got like
Life. Sorry, include life.
Wait.
So
Yeah.
now the only one that isn't included is love. All right, we gotta help Giblet.
Giblet.
What happens to me in this?
You get pulled in one direction. Make a Constitution saving throw.
What on that one?
Wait.
You take. It was a con save. He is right there.
You've got +6 from me, 5 from the charisma, 1 from the spell cast, plus your constitution.
What does that put you at?
Oh, you have to be selfish.
So
That's 10. That puts me at 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
You're gonna take the necrotic damage that's halved,
Okay.
but you're not gonna have your strength score reduced.
Okay.
All right, so that's 2d6s plus 2. So total of 6 damage,
6 damage.
necrotic damage. You take 3, he takes 3.
We both do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, no. She takes 3 and I take 3. What are you talking
Yeah. All right, what's the good Duke doing is he sees this path light up and kind of move around and shift, and then here's Giblet struggling over there and crying out or something.
He's gonna go over to Giblet and try and help out.
Okay. So you can see Giblet kind of being yanked on by this shadow,
My friends call me selfish.
Mike Ale is near her.
Yeah.
So what would the Duke do? Are you
I'm over here now.
you're over here? Do you do anything?
His name is Cell and his last name is
I don't know.
Selfish.
Yes.
That's good. I
They
like
bring in
it.
a new character. His first name is Cell. His last name is Fish.
Well, I think you're like self from like a
And he
Dragon Ball.
is he's good with money because he sells fish. He's a
But
businessman.
I'm gonna be a chaotic evil fisherman.
That's pretty much
I like it.
Okay.
I like it a lot. So you move over.
Can I can't see them, can I? Can I still see them? Like, what if I see them right now?
You
Because we said that I could hear it.
you're here. So now this one shadow is still there. The other one died. And so your vision's kind of half in, half out, and you can still hear it saying, "Mine, you're mine, you're mine."
Bellsprout, get the other one.
Does the Duke do anything? As you kind of hear mumbling. You don't know what it's saying.
I can't hear that, but I overheard. I assume that you guys were talking. You need to be selfish or something. So Golden's gonna take this as a job for him. He's gonna go over to Giblet and take Karina.
That wasn't what I was expecting.
That's also not
But
what I was expecting. Can you do that?
Can you do?
she's on a necklace, right?
But like, was Serena like?
Listen, it's fun to be
So
selfish.
this is an interesting question. Okay, so how do you try and take Serena? You just grab the gemstone necklace, right? That's what we said it was.
I'm gonna be more
And yank.
sleight of hand of it. I don't think I'm gonna yank it.
Okay.
You just don't want to use his strength.
Yes. Just sleight of hand it.
Okay.
I'm good at.
So how do you slide it? How do you try and sleight of hand the necklace off?
I
Taking it
go
off
to the
over
back
the
and like
head.
click the thing, but like undo it.
Okay, and are you trying to like hide the fact that you're removing the necklace?
Yeah, I think that's pretty selfish.
Okay. And so how are you hiding the fact that like what is it supposed to look like as you do this? What is the deception?
Hang in there, Giblet, you got this. And as I'm patting her on the back, I'm gonna patting them on the back of the head.
Perception check with disadvantage because you still got one shadow.
Do you want me to sleight of hand?
Yeah, I do.
Do I see this with my clairvoyant eye?
Perception check.
My perception would be 16.
19.
Okay, and Braden, you're right there, so you do get a perception check as well.
That is a.
Nope, I don't have anything
All right, roll for Sprout. Perception.
for myself.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Bell Sprout rolled an natural 17. I don't know what its modifiers are.
What was your total?
19.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Let me check. This is, I said perception, right? So that's wisdom based.
I'm kidding, Bellsprout.
Okay.
I will smite you. with
No,
this.
Bellsprout doesn't see it, but what was your 13?
Yeah.
So Bellsprout was the closest to seeing it.
To be
But
fair,
no.
technically, I only get that 13 because of the
Okay.
eye. Yeah. I wouldn't even have a 13 if I didn't have the eye.
You succeed in unclasping the necklace.
So then we're
If
gonna
it begins to
fall?
slide off, I'm gonna catch it. I think that's part of my sleight of hand. So I like pat you
I
on
feel
the
like
back.
that'd be two different sleight of hand.
Do you want me to do
You hear Serena's voice going, saying, "Where you go?" Is there? You would have like a split second to think or say communication in response, almost like a sending spell response.
Oh shit.
I don't know what I would say. I think I would just be in shock and like not say like be like no,
Okay.
and that's all it would happen.
Okay. All right. That happens. You have Serena in your hand.
Okay.
All right. What else is happening for everyone
I'm
else?
gonna also approach
The shadowy do?
I guess what the giblet is, yeah, with the
Giblet with the shadow. Okay.
Oh yeah. What do I see?
With the shadow, what do you see? What would this count
Give
as?
or take, between my aura vision and
thought that was
Olivia's true sight, what do I see?
This would be.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was anyone. I'm open
How
to
is that
everything.
selfish by taking Serena? That's just
Yeah, I think
I'm getting to get property. Yeah, so I'm taking it for
I
myself.
get that.
You see
I think you're,
the
well,
blue
the problem,
of.
though, is you're trying to do it to help Giblet.
yeah.
Intent matters.
Instead of taking it for yourself, just to have.
You know, you're not taking it because you want it.
Is
you're
that true for Duke?
That's definitely true. He's doing it just to solve
Yeah.
the puzzle. He's not doing it because like I want Serena. He's doing it because I think it will solve the puzzle.
Solve the puzzle or help Giblet?
Yeah.
Those are mutual. I think Goldman
But
Sachs said it was the
is
same
Goldman trying to solve the puzzle, or is Goldman trying to help Giblet and solve the puzzle?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah. he's
Okay.
Solving the puzzle while helping Giblet.
If that's the case, the heart intent is love, which counteracts the selfishness. So you either had to defeat the shadows
Yeah.
or overcome. What do you got?
That didn't work.
Did Bellsprout get to the
So
other
it doesn't
one?
work.
No.
So hold on. So you would have seen undead, which means you would, because the shadow would have been blue.
Okay.
What is Bellsprout doing as the shadow? Well, what is Bellsprout doing? All is kind of happening at once.
So Bellsprout went for the first one, like on the right side, and he stabbed that one and got rid of it. So
Then the good dude kind of seems to walk in, pat Giblet on the shoulder, and then step back.
yeah, he used his help action.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you want Bellsprout to do?
well, I want to
I want to move my moonbeam to the other one
Okay.
with the intention of Bellsprout following and also seeing the other shadow as an enemy.
Okay. As you move the moonbeam over, roll your damage.
Oh yeah, my
Oh, we said there was a con save
You can have
Does it
some.
need to be
For
repeated?
real?
because it's a new one.
Yeah, new shadow. Duh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So an 11.
That'll fail. 14 radiant
Okay. And then
if it's polymorphed.
nope. It's a shadow. So your 14 damage hits it. Bellsprout follows, and it's almost like at the same moment all of this is happening. Like Bellsprout sees you moving Moonbeam and runs across Giblet's arms, leaping forward with its glowing pointy thorn. And as the Duke pulls Serena away, the shadow it explodes just as Bellsprout gets there, so it's hard to say what happened first. But have a good one.
See you.
The second shadow dissipates, and Bellsprout stays. Meanwhile, Max is now holding Serena, having separated Serena from Giblet,
Can Giblet see this?
which it doesn't really matter because Serena's it's cataclysmic.
I didn't
Serena
think
is
of
not happy about this. If you remember how you got Serena,
Yeah.
what was the first thing when you got Serena?
Blew up.
that. Oh, this isn't gonna be good.
+5, you +5, +5.
We're all standing.
So
in-
you hear a voice in your head. Actually, hold on. Before, there's an image in the good Duke's head of what Serena is thinking of doing. There's this intensity of rage from being separated from Giblet. Make a raw charisma roll against Serena's wisdom to see if she can discern your heart intent when you take her.
17.
Okay. Both of those are pretty high. There's a moment where in your mind you see what would have happened if Serena thought you had ill intent. If Serena didn't believe you were about to give her back to Giblet. And it is basically like, hold on, let me make sure I say the right spell. I don't want to get it wrong.
You do intend on giving her back to Giblet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna give all the backslide and hand it
Yeah.
back on. So
What
it's
is
like,
this?
Giblet
I want to
never
make sure I
did.
don't. Yeah. It's essentially
Serena,
the equivalent of chain lightning
Oh,
Oh shit.
radiating out, not in a line. I think that's how. Is that the one that? Hold on. Oh, that's the 3 bolts. Yeah. So it's all 3 bolts, but it's like radiating out. So it's an explosive chain lightning,
It's like fireball. Like,
which is usually 10d8. It's more than fireball, I believe. I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
is.
it's
It's like because it's a 6 or 7. It's a 6
that's
level.
like how you're
Talking
describing
Yeah,
it.
versus
yeah.
Cosmic Bomb.
It's
Yeah.
a
Fear of
We're about
like,
to use
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I picture it like a
So-
fireball.
Yeah. So that's what
Actually,
you
even if it was
see.
max
Okay.
damage,
And
I
it's
would
like
still survive.
there is like this rage of loss, and in a half second she discerns that in this moment you're actually meaning to do something nice, and she expects you. She's like, yeah. There was like this scream of like, how dare you, and give me back to Giblet, and then by the time she gets back to Giblet, her voice is calm again. Yeah. And that's all in your mind. Like you're the only one that hears that.
Try and hand it back onto Giblet.
How would the
In
Duke?
front of all of us?
What would the Duke look like as like with all of that
I think-
happening?
Wait.
Like, would you be affected by seeing what it could have been? Like this?
I think at that you could drop Serena on the ground, like back away a little bit, like he just saw some like evil shit happen.
Which for the
It's
Duke
all, like,
is
Armageddon.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
so you dropped Serena?
I dropped Serena on the ground. I like stumbled back a little bit. Like,
You let go of Serena
I
and
did.
she floats. The gem stays
Am I
hovering.
aware?
You're free now.
Yay!
You see Serena floating about 5 feet in front of you, and the good Duke backing away.
If you could, if he had a face, you could see his terrified.
What did you do?
Solve the puzzle. Take your friend
I
back.
grabbed Serena.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her a hug.
Warm feels. You feel like it's like the stone itself is a warm hug. Like it's like yeah, like a warm stone on a cool beach. Sun-warmed stone on a cool beach.
Check it out.
Friend.
I call him Bellsprout.
I have my beetle.
He's so
What's your name? The beetle.
As the last puzzle, so as all of that kind of resolves, you watch as the ellipse turns to a circle, becomes solid, and then raises into a cylinder of light, and you all are inside it. The bird construct at the center transforms into the elegant figure of a woman with a raven's head crown, where the feathers turn up to become kind of the spikes of this black onyx crown, and she is now sitting on her throne. And that's where we'll end.
Oh god.
That we'll go on winter break for that and come
think
back
we-
in January.
I think we won.
We won.
We won team.
We won.